our next panel of top advisors will spend the next hour talking about the different growth strategies to increase AUM and expand their future base of clients. So we will go ahead and jump right in with our advisors. So hope you guys are all ready. Manuel, Elizabeth, and Danilo. Danilo, what about at your firm with regards to fee model and then also your greatest source of new clients?
Sure. Here at Gerber Kawasaki, we're primarily asset-based management fee, and we like to be all-inclusive. So we don't charge separately for financial planning. Once you become a client, we're managing your money, we're putting together the financial plan, we're overseeing your entire financial life. For us, referrals are always going to be the primary source of our new clients. If we're doing a good job for our existing clients, we know they're going to talk about us with their family and friends, and that's primarily how we've grown our business. But a close second is our online and social media presence. We've built a very strong following online, and that has generated a ton of leads for us this year and years past as well. Back in 2008, I was actually part of a pilot program for FINRA on how to use social media for financial advisors. So we've been engaged in this quest to use social media to disseminate our information and educate our audience, and consequently, generate clients for the firm. So that has been tremendously successful, especially this year.
Great. Well, that social media is something that we have been talking to advisors about for years in terms of the best way for them to implement social media at their firms. Danilo, tell us a little bit about your social media plans in terms of, do you have somebody who specifically focuses on that? Is that something that you spend much of your time on? How does that work at your firm?
Sure. Well, it's a three-pronged approach. You got to have a strong website. You got to make sure that when people go to your website, they can find all the information they need within a few clicks. And then you have to have an engaging personality to interact with people online. And thankfully, my partner Russ Gerber is perfect for that. He loves to interact with people online, whether it's Twitter or through YouTube videos, and that obviously drives engagement in our platforms. In terms of our operations here at Gerber Kawasaki, we do have a team of 3 dedicated marketing social media specialists who work on our properties as a full-time job. We also have a full-time CTO who is always working on our properties online, whether it's the website, whether it is tweaking things online. So we definitely have a dedicated team who helps us drive this productivity and growth for our advisors here.
Very good. And Danilo, what about at your firm in terms of using centers of influence as a growth driver?
Yes, we've actually taken a step further, and we actually decided this year to start to create our own tax and accounting division within Gerber Kawasaki. We found from our experience in working with many of our clients, CPAs and tax accountants, that a lot of things were not done properly. Deductions were missed, shortcuts were taken. And we kind of just got tired of, dealing with that. And we decided to kind of take matters into our own hands. And we hired an amazing CPA with a tremendous background. And we're now doing taxes and accounting services for our clients in-house. With that being said, we obviously believe in working with other professionals. Our advisors are free to choose who they work with in terms of centers of influence. on the estate planning side of things, we found a great online solution for trusts and wills. It's an amazing platform online that we send a link to our clients. Our clients can through the platform start working on their documents, and we are informed and we stay in touch with the process, so we can kind of assist our clients along the way. So a little different approach. We again believe that working with the centers of influence is an important part of the relationship, but being able to control the entire process in-house is a value added that our clients are very are welcoming and are very happy about at this point.
Tell me a little bit about how big a growth driver this new division is that you created that is actually doing and preparing client taxes.
This will be huge for us. We're essentially using our experience, in running an investment management firm now for 10 years, and the tremendous growth that we have seen, and we're applying that to taxes and accounting, which is an industry that is primed to be disrupted as well. And I think too many accountants are reluctant about using technology and interfacing with clients. So we believe, we've seen it already, that this will be a tremendous growth engine for our firm. The CPA who joined our firm as a partner actually has his own book of clients as well. So that obviously helps us with the investment management side of things to offer his clients an opportunity to work with us also. So it's something that we're very excited about. It's a new venture for us here, but it's already looking very promising.
Great, thanks for sharing that with us. So now I want to turn our discussion to productivity, specifically advisor productivity, and the pandemic. That is certainly something that has changed the workday of everyone here. And I wondered how you all have found ways of increasing advisor productivity during the pandemic.
We have a lot to thank Zoom for how productive things have been at our firm. To be very honest, I'm kind of an old school type of person, and I always preached that be in the office early, be the last one to leave. And one of my main concerns when the pandemic hit was what's going to happen to our productivity working from home. And surprisingly, it went up. And it's been a great experiment in many ways, because technology has allowed us to be more productive with our time. Instead of having clients drive to the office, find parking, come up the stairs, elevator, and all that stuff, you just meet at Zoom, and you can have back-to-back meetings without having to go anywhere. So, at our firm, we track numbers weekly. So we track how many appointments we have. We track how many appointments we keep, and all those numbers are significantly up from last year. And again, the pandemic obviously helps because people have less distractions to deal with. And that has certainly contributed to the higher numbers of appointments and all that. But, there's a reason why Zoom stock is up, fivefold this year, if not more. And it has definitely enhanced our productivity, but still allowing us the face-to-face that is so important with in our business. We're a client-facing business, and you still get the face-to-face, even though it's virtual. It's still better than just a regular phone call.
Were there any other technologies that you all have implemented during the pandemic or are putting into place now that advisors could think about putting such a system in place at their firms if they're looking to increase productivity?
One of the things that we're focusing on right now is kind of creating a Gerber Kawasaki channel, and basically put out content for our clients and prospects, not just finance related, all kinds of content. We have a very diverse team here, different backgrounds. So coming up with creative content to distribute to our clients has been fun. And so in terms of technology, it's podcasts, is investing in. We have an in-house studio here, so we can do recordings. We can do live participations in TV shows and panels like this. So investing on that side of the business has been kind of a new thing for me, and it's been a lot of fun to engage and meet this challenge of coming up with current relevant content, who clients like to see and watch, whether it's live or recorded. So I would say, the podcasts, the webinars, and all the software tools that come with that is something that we have ramped up this year for sure.
And are you sitting in your studio as we speak?
Yes, I am. There's, lights and microphones and Alex is just outside the door. If something goes wrong, he will come running and rescue me. But yes, absolutely.
Nice. Have you looked at all about seen any increase in terms of growth since you put in the studio, or measured even, the numbers of events and prospects that have come out of, the different events that you're hosting from there, or presentations that you're giving from there?
Yeah, absolutely. This has given our team of advisors the platform to come up with their own content that is relevant to their own client base. So, if there's something happening in the markets, or, during the pandemic, we did a few videos on how you apply for your PPP loan, how do you, get assistance for your business. And, instead of having individual conversations with, hundreds of clients, we, do a video and have it edited in-house, and then we disseminate that to our clients who are in those situations. So I think having the studio in-house has allowed our advisors to basically show their creativity. They have an idea, they share with the marketing team, and in an hour they can be up here recording, and in a few hours that content can be out to the public. So it's been, again, a tremendous addition, and I think it's one of those changes that won't go away when this pandemic is finally over. I think certain things will go back to normal, whatever that means. But I think other things like Zoom technology and meeting clients online, I think it's going to be one of those permanent changes that will be here to stay.
Danilo, how do you handle business development at your firm? Is it one particular partner's responsibility, or how is it? How are leads generated and such?
It's a blitz style. It's a team effort. Everyone, from our front desk office manager to the most senior advisor we have, our goal is to promote our company and our services. One of the things that I'm most proud of at Gerber Kawasaki is the fact that we have a program that's dedicated to getting young investors and individuals started in the world of investments and financial planning. So we have, it's called the Get Invested program. And we have some of the brightest minds in this business, dedicated, passionate advisors who at a very young age knew that this is what they wanted to do for a career. And we've been so fortunate to have them, here with us. So, that drives a lot of our new client growth. And fortunately for us, being here in Santa Monica, Silicon Beach, where all the tech firms are taking office space and growing their businesses, we've seen tremendous success stories from clients who started with us very small, but in a few years, their companies went public. A lot of Uber employees, Lyft, GitHub, Slack. Slack went public and now is being acquired by Salesforce. So there's been so many success stories that have come from this idea of not having investment minimums, of really just taking a client for who or she is and what he or she is trying to achieve in life, and then help them get set up and get started. I think one of the things that this pandemic has done for our business too is it has attracted a whole set of new investors to the market, and through Robinhood and other platforms, they've become interested in trading stocks and talking about stocks, and I think that's great. I think that eventually those clients will accumulate enough assets that they'll realize they need some help, but I think that's an amazing thing that has happened as well.
Together. Thank you so much for joining us. Thank you, Manuel, Elizabeth, and Danilo, also for all of your insights that have been really great tips for advisors as they think about getting through the rest of this pandemic, as well as the rest of all of 2021.